Hello, welcome to another Alpha Strike We Play video, and this is going to be the last one for 2020 that we're going to film.
Yeah.
So we're going to do another in conversation for BattleTech, and I don't know, we'll touch on some other things too.
Commenty bits and things like that.
So we've, what we normally do, for those of you who haven't seen any of the other in-conversation videos, we just basically have a look through all the comments that people have made on the channel, and if we've come across something that's good, we discuss it.
A question that needs answering or that we think is cool.
Something that's good.
We'll chuck it in there.
Yeah. So let's start with, and we've talked a couple of these before from this fella.
Oh, Dwarf Elvish Diplomacy, yes.
Yep. Dwarf Elvish Diplomacy. You
run
out of names on YouTube eventually, because they all get taken.
Be a twat and go with where, man.
So he's asked about dumping ammunition, which is something we haven't looked at in any of the videos yet. It's because we are going to do videos on different types of ammunition, and we touch on it then. But I don't know. It's
a fairly simple one.
Yeah, and it does sort of pop up on a few games.
Yeah,
you've got some ammo, your gun stuff. You want to dump.
Personally, I would advise you just shoot them. And if you just keep shooting, then eventually the ammo will be gone.
Yes, that's right. And you can damage the other people.
Yes. Because there's a certain amount of risk in, yes, you can eject ammo. That answers the question. But there is a certain amount of risk. It's in the end phase.
In the end phase.
In the end phase.
Yep.
And in mechs, you dump it by the slot.
By the slot, yep.
Yep. So you'll look on your record sheet and there'll be an actual listed slot for the ammo. And so you dump it by that slot. So it's usually a ton at a time.
Or half a ton for machine gun
ammo.
You can split it, but yeah.
So you pick a slot and you say, I'm dumping that ammo. And it takes you an entire turn.
Yeah.
So it doesn't finish doing it until the end phase of the following turn. You have to announce it in an end phase, and then it finishes in the next end phase.
And that's fed out the rear arc.
Yes.
That ejection bits at the back there. So.
Which is the thing that makes it bad, because if someone manages to get into that rear arc of yours and fire and hit your rear arc, then...
Just hit it, hit anything, do it just 1 point of damage anywhere. All the ammo
will explode.
It explodes.
So any hit against the dumping unit on any reallocation during the weapon attack or physical attack phases inflicts normal damage, but also causes all dumping ammo that can explode to do so.
Yeah. So it's exactly the same as getting a critical hit location on that slot.
Yeah. And that's physical attack phase as well. And normally physical attack stuff won't blow ammo up unless you actually get the critical. I mean, raising heat, all that sort of stuff, it'll do it. But that's, I mean, you can get behind someone with a hatchet and go whack, and suddenly
boom. Kaboom, yeah. So it's important to note that if you decide to dump ammunition, that weapon that has access to it, even though it's being dumped and things like that, you can't shoot that weapon with that ammo. You can't use it.
As soon as you announce the slots that you're dumping, they are unavailable.
That's unavailable, yeah. But they can, like I said, they can still be hit if you get a critical chance location in the back there as well.
For an entire turn.
Yep, if it hits it, boom, it goes up.
Yeah. So you can't run with vehicles. You can't travel at flank speed. So you can't run or jump with a mech, and you can't flank with a vehicle.
Yeah. Jump with a vehicle, I'd imagine, would be the exact same. There's not many tanks that do it. The King is one.
There's only one that I can think of, and that was it. And that's it. So ammunition that's dumped in a hex cannot be exploded or used for any type of attack, which I think is unfortunate, really. You should be able to dump it and then walk away and shoot it like they do in the movies.
I mean, 4th of July, whenever you want it, sort of thing, off it goes.
You wait for someone to walk over it and then go blah.
It's interesting. I suppose you could make some homebrew rues if you really wanted to.
Well, it explodes when it's coming out of your back, but when it hits the ground, it becomes inert.
Yeah.
What's the deal there? I mean, seriously.
It's just a game, Tarron. Don't look too much into it. But that's it. So yes, you can dump ammunition, and there is a risk for a turn. So as long as you can protect your rear, look, if there's no risk of anyone getting into your rear arc or of you falling over and somehow landing on your rear arc,
So
you're all right. But
Dead DED, he's actually mentioned the Thunderbolt specifically. Is that a medium or a heavy? It's a heavy, isn't it?
65 tons, I think. So,
yeah.
But he's got machine gun.
And it'll only have like a 4 something move, won't it?
4.6.
4.6.
Yeah.
Right. So you can't run. Okay. So if you are using a lighter mech, then you are going to be hampering yourself if you start dumping ammo. Even with something large like that, if he can't run, he can't build up modifiers. And that means that lighter mechs are going to be able to get behind you and shoot that ammo.
Yeah.
So be careful doing it.
Just be careful, but yeah, I mean, if your armor's being stripped off that location,
it is possible.
And you're starting to get criticals, then you might have to take a chance.
Be decent about it. Do it behind a hill or something.
That's it.
Walk into behind the bushes and go, just dumping some ammo.
There's children watching this channel, Tarron.
No, there isn't.
No, there isn't. There's childlike adults.
There's children doing
we
the
watch
channel.
it
What are you
as well,
talking about?
So it's all good. So.
All good.
So
but anyway, hopefully that helped.
So it's a good question because it is quite relevant. You'll find that if you've got ammunition mechs, you'll probably want to do it at one point. So.
Especially with stuff like Inferno ammo and things. We'll go into different types of ammo at some point, but some of them can be quite volatile and do some serious amounts of damage. So, yeah.
So I got another question. So this is from Lumpy806. This is why I like doing this, man, because everyone's got these names. I just can't wait to read them out. Lumpy806.
G'day, Lumpy.
So he's asked a question. So he's got the beginner box. That one there.
Mm-hmm.
And he also got the new Clan Invasion box, which is cool because that's a nice box.
Yeah.
But he's asking, should I get the Armoured Combat one? And of course the answer is yes, you should, because it's a great box.
Yeah.
But more importantly, so there are the rules for the game are in here, like pretty much the full rules, the main ones. But they don't have them in the Clan Invasion. So there is a rule book in there, but it doesn't have the rules. It actually says on the back of the box that you need this box if you want.
Also, it only expands.
It only expands.
I haven't opened mine yet.
Yeah. So we're going to do that. It's all good.
I haven't opened it. I haven't touched it.
Yeah.
So that's got the rules, and then the clan one just kind of like throws all the extra bits and pieces in.
Correct. So all the clan tech, and then, I mean, there's some little things, like some little add-on rules, like I think there was something for like weather or like environmental conditions.
There's probably a bit
because
of
there was
that,
a couple in here, so they're just slowly introducing you. But that's what's so good. Like, get the beginner box. Okay, learn how to play. Get this one, and then get the third. Get the Clan Invasion.
Yeah.
Because it's just and they've designed them that way that you just get one after the other, and
and they can sit on your shelf. Look, you sit them on your shelf like that, and they're cool. They're pretty awesome.
So so it is definitely worth getting that box set. So we did do a review of that particular box set as well. So check out our other videos. We'll put a link either it'll appear now or we'll have it at the end. I don't know what we're going to do. Figure it out.
She's looking at me funny. It won't happen. There'll be a cat or something.
So definitely worth looking at all the box sets.
Yes,
because the miniatures are great.
100%.
It's really good.
Well, I was going to say it depends on what you can afford, but if they're doing the rules thing like that, then definitely work up from the start and move along. Yeah, because that's cool. I like the way they're doing that. Yeah.
Save your pennies, and you can get the box set too.
Yeah. But also, I mean, you're getting some cool stuff in there. Like you say, have a look at the review that we did of it and see what's in there. But there's some cool stuff in there. There's some cool stuff in there, and I'm dead sure there's some cool stuff in the clan one. So go for all of them, I say.
So what's next? What have we got?
Oh, Bill Kerman.
Okay.
Bill
was very lucky. He actually got his name.
I was going to say, he didn't end up lumpy.
Yes. There's no numbers after.
There's no numbers either, yeah. Well done, you.
So he's...
Do you have a video, Lance or Star construction philosophy? Some go-to mechs for pickup games. If someone said, let's play 5,000 points, what would your list look like and why? You don't have to stick to the box minis.
5,000 points is pretty popular number. Everyone seems to be building 5,000 point forces, so you can get a Lance or a Star.
I was going to say you can get a decent Lance and mechs for 5,000 points.
Yeah.
They won't be specifically like... Unless you keep it to a light Lance, it won't be terribly elite pilots.
You probably won't be seeing many Steiner Scout Lancers out there with their 4 Atlas. But
No.
you know.
But I mean, as far as the videos go where we're playing, we've usually got like a scenario. Like we played the scenarios from the box sets, and they were cool, and they had pre-made lists of what you were allowed to take. And the scenarios that we've done so far, the matches we've done so far with the Locust race and the Halloween one and all that, we just made it up as we went along. And it wasn't any specific like philosophy type thing.
But as far as a 5,000 point force, I mean, it's very subjective because you don't know what sort of terrain you're going to be fighting on and things like that. So we'll have a look based on, you know, perfect picnic weather and all that sort of thing.
Well, like I think, to be honest, I would say it depends on, like, in priority, I think it would be the actual type of mission that you're going to play. So if you know the type of thing you're going to have to do, like if you know there's lots of objective markers that you're going to have to pick up in the scenarios you're going to be playing, make sure you take mechs with hands, take them as fast mechs, take them as ones that can jump, right? So all light mechs with jump, big movements, and hands. If you're playing a long, protracted, huge battle, then take lots and lots of LRMs and vehicles and stuff like that. If you don't know the mission beforehand, but you know the people you're playing against, then let that influence the sort of thing that you do. If you know there's someone who takes a lot of LRMs, then take fast mechs, because they will F up LRM players.
You should have at least one mech that's got some LRMs.
Yeah, I reckon.
A decent size, or a couple of smaller tubes that it can fire.
I usually go with the mechs that I have in, like, the minis that I have, and B, what I feel like at the time. And usually I feel like LRMs and things like mine are fairly heavy on things like tag and narc beacons and that sort of thing. But I also go towards something with physical attack ability.
Yeah.
So a hatchet man, or I was looking at some, because I read that, you mentioned that, and then I read it, and I'm like, I'm going to build 5,000 point lance now. But I saw there's a Komodo.
Yeah.
Komodo with tag. I've used him before. The KIM2. So you've got, what, 10 medium lasers?
Yeah.
2 anti-missile systems, a Guardian ECM, and a tag.
Yep.
And you can walk that fella in there, and because tag, we'll go into all the LRM stuff later on, because I'm going to make him.
Yeah.
He'll be forced to do it. But tag isn't the same as weapon combat, so he can fire all his weapons and still spot for an archer or something like a longbow, or even vehicles. I mean, I personally love taking vehicles as well. So it's like your 5,000 points is, you can do a lot with that.
The Komodo is quite good, actually, because I don't know, like, for those of you who don't know the history of the Komodo, it was actually designed by the Draconis Combine. Yeah, I know a lot of them, but I don't know all of them, but I happen to know that one, so I'll tell you.
Nice.
So with the Clan Elementals, when they first appeared, because they didn't really know what was going on.
Oh, yeah, I remember reading that in the
that's right.
thing.
So they designed it, so they gave it lots of medium lasers, because that's range of 9 hexes. So, you know, it's about the same as their 1 or 2 use rocket packs that they can fire back at you. So it had more than enough speed to get away, jump capable. So, and the 2 anti-missile systems are good for those rockets that they fire, the packs.
And lots of little lasers are good for the massed infantry type stuff.
Yeah.
It's either that or you take things like machine guns, but I don't think the machine guns do very well against battle armor, do they?
Well, it does like your standard damage, but you know, you're talking 2 points from a machine gun or 5 from a medium laser. So you can sit back a bit and
ping, 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 ping.
Yeah.
Instead of he's damaged. Yeah.
But I mean, it's amazing how much damage 10 medium lasers can do to a normal mech anyway. So yeah, it's kind of cool.
Especially if you follow it up with a volley from an LRM carrier.
Oh, yes.
because he's got his tag off and he's gone, yeah, okay, now I can shoot. You see, that's the beauty of that. He's a 5'8".
With hands.
With hands. So he's a 5'8" with a 5 jump, and he's 1,533 battle value for a standard pilot. And that's like doable.
Yeah.
Doable.
Yeah.
For me, with something like an archer or a longbow or a couple of LRM carriers at the back, he's gold. He is gold. He's got decent armor. I wouldn't put him toe-to-toe with like a battle master or anything like that, but he's got decent armor. You just keep him moving and keep that tag bugging away at people.
Yeah, he's good.
But so you compare that to something like a Wasp. I've got a Wasp mech sheet here.
Which one is it?
The 3S.
3S?
Yeah. So it's got Guardian ECM, 2 ER medium lasers, and a tag. 696. 20 tons. Oh, put it over there.
Put it here.
Put it over there. And that starts at 595 battle value. Have you got 5,000 points? You can bump that up to 1,000 points because your Lance is only 4 mechs usually.
Yeah.
You can muck around, you can add some vehicles, you can do all sorts of weird stuff, but usually you're looking at 4 mechs. So a light, a medium, a couple of heavies, a couple of lights, a medium, a heavy, 4 lights, whatever you want to do. But if you can keep each one to around 1,000 points, then you're doing quite well. And you can get a 2-3 pilot in there for 999 battle value. That's under 1,000 points.
Well, he's fast, agile, yeah, quite useful. Well, that's pretty good.
Yeah. But the fastest, most agile one, I'm gonna just put that out there for these things.
Yeah, it's a good idea to store them actually. Yeah. The sheets, reusable, chuck them in a file.
Chuck them in a file. Wipe it all down and chuck it in the file. The Raven is a pretty good one for electronic warfare. If you're doing a lot of stuff with LRMs, with that sort of thing. Beagle Active Probe, tag, and a NARC launcher, and an ECM. But slow compared to some, I think, as far as light mechs go. This is one that I found quite a while ago and quite liked. It's a little weird, but it's quite cool. The Hermes. You know much about the Hermes?
It's a free world. Well, the Free Worlds League do seem to have a few of them, but it depends which version. Which one have you got?
It's a 3S2.
Okay.
So it's got an ECM, tag, mask, and a medium laser. It's only one medium laser, and it hasn't got much in the way of armor, but it is super fast. That's a 914 base level, and if you turn your mask on, you go to 18. That is fast.
Let's have a look.
Chuck him over there.
So it doesn't have an XL engine or a light engine.
No.
Which I noticed that some of the other ones you picked
Some of the
have
others
that,
do.
so that's something you've got to be careful of.
Yeah.
But yeah, the design, the actual Hermes chassis or whatever has been around a long time, so I'm not surprised that there's a few sort of tech upgrade versions of it.
So that was the one that had the heat sinks that in the ankle or something. Was that the Hermes?
Nope.
No.
No.
Was it
Well,
different?
not this one. So there may
Okay.
be some others, but yeah. That's quite fast, isn't it?
Yeah.
No jump, but that's okay. Like you get him under open ground.
Yep. That's it. If he's in reasonable terrain, and even without the mask, turning the mask on, it's a 914.
Yeah.
So you can, even in fairly cluttered terrain, I reckon you could get a 3 or a 4 mod up on him easy enough. And he's got the tag, he's got a laser. If the tag doesn't go off, you just spot. That's it. And that's all it's for. You're not putting that in combat. Like, you're not necessarily running him in and trying to hurt a battle master. You're calling in a lot of LRMs. That's his job.
Okay.
But yeah,
That works.
very cool. And you can get what did I get in there? So it starts at 600 battle value, and you can put a 2-3 pilot in there for just over a scooch over 1,000. And a 2-3 pilot's not bad.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, and then I go into things that have lots and lots of LRMs. So like my longbow, my archers, the night skies there. That's for hitting people with close combat, and I think he's got. Yeah, no, it wasn't the one with the tag. He's got the TSM, the triple strength.
Oh, triple strength mimer, yeah. Which we haven't sort of talked about too much in videos, but
we'll probably go into that soon because it is kind of a physical attack thing.
Yeah.
So we'll probably do that in a little while. Keep an eye out. But that basically, if you do the right things and set it up properly, that hatchet that he's got there, instead of 10 points, it'll do 20. And that's insane level damage. That is an instant PSR to see if you fall over.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's no reason you can't run him in firing all the way to build the heat for the TSM up.
Yeah, true.
And then spend one round just hatcheting people and calling in LRMs.
So his hatchet is on an arm that doesn't have any lasers on it. So that works out well, doesn't it?
There for thinking people.
It's got all pulse weapons, so that's pretty handy.
That's how you build the heat up, yeah.
Yeah, but it's accuracy. You can afford to run a bit and still hit.
But the other thing that I think is, I look through something like Sana or Skunkworks or just through the books, and I find something that looks cool. And that's how I got the Anubis.
Anubis is kind of cool, actually.
And there is a version with tag, but it comes in at 1,000 points, just over 1,000 points for a base pilot. And that's, for a light mech, I don't like having base pilots in them, if I can get away with it. But yeah, he's got the MMLs, which we haven't got into yet. We'll do weapons videos at some point as well. But it's basically, you can fire either long range or short range.
Yeah.
And it's a 5 rack. So if you fire the short range missiles through that, you've got potential for 10 points of damage. Twice. And he's fast.
He is fast. So he's 812.
So he's Locust.
He's Locust speed, but
looks
with
like a Locust
a lot more firepower.
Yeah.
Well,
he's, what is he? He's 30.
Yeah. He's 10 tons bigger. But
10 tons heavier, but faster than a Locust and far more firepower than a Locust and better armored than a Locust. So,
there's a lot of advanced tech you've got in there.
Yeah.
So, for those of you who've only got the box sets and you just sort of
if you're going old school, then it's archers and awesomes and like something light to run around, something medium to take some pounding and dish it out, and then the heavies to finish people off.
Yeah, so Thunderbolt's good. Anyone should try to fit either of those.
Is one of them a Wolverine?
We've got a Wolverine and we've got
a Griffin. And that, if you go back down through our list and have a look at the one that we did with the Battle Master trying to escape, where my Wolverine took like 4 rounds of full alpha striking from a Battle Master before it died, they're a solid mech.
They are.
If you've got that many, put it in your... Pick a favourite variant and put it in your force, because they are good.
Yep. So they've both got jump. They're 5'8", movement.
Yep.
So,
and there's a butt ton of armour on them.
Yeah.
And they can dish it out. That's that's a solid mech.
So I don't know. Yeah, I mean, if you haven't got if you're not sort of fussed about a lot of the advanced tech, some of it's good, but you do tend to pay in BV for it.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
And there's no reason you can't just go old school. Seriously old school. Grab the first that 3025.
Yeah.
Tech manual thing.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. The
tech manuals.
Yeah,
tech manuals, you're right.
Tech reports, whatever it is, because that's tech manual, tech reports.
Because even like the original catapult, for example.
Yep, I love them.
So 2 LRM-15s and 4 medium lasers.
Decent armor.
Decent armor.
And jump.
Yep, and he's just under 1400 BV.
Yeah, so you can have a couple of old school light mechs and 2 of them with decent pilots in, and you can kick butt. Even against newer mechs. You might not last as long as you like, but you can dish out some damage. And if all of the people that are in your group are set to a tech level or an era, then know that era and make sure that you know the tech that's available and what you're allowed to take, and that tells you what everybody else is allowed to take, and you can go, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I know so and so likes taking X, so I'm going to take Y because that helps me combat that.
Yeah.
Or you could just do what he does and beat people shit every time.
Just get lucky dice rolls with you on occasion.
You can do what I do and have really good force generation, but then stuff it up when you roll dice.
But you should always have mechs, I think.
You should always have. Well, I love vehicles.
Yeah, yeah. Look, you can make a force. We've both made a force of just tanks and things like that, just armoured stuff. But I don't know, the game is about the mechs, and let's face it, a lot of the rules do actually sort of lean a bit towards them for durability and things like that. So it's worth having them.
But I've had a couple of really good games with just a Yellow Jacket or a Savannah Master or scimitars or something small and fast, and then mechs with LRMs.
Yeah.
You get like an archer or a catapult or old school stuff like that, but you bump up their stats with the BV that you've saved on a little tiny thing, and you use the little tiny thing to spot until someone blows it up, and then you walk up to the top of the hill and you go, blah! And that's cool. That is fun when it works.
That's it, I think. That's good. So there's some pointers there, but look, there's so many units and so many variants of these units out there that you can basically pick and choose whatever you need.
Yep.
So,
and like I say, if you've got a group of people that are playing this game and you've gone through the beginner box and you've gone through Game Over and Combat and you want to try something different, then just make sure everybody agrees on it. Pick a time frame, pick a technology level, pick at random. I mean, make a table up of the mechs you've got minis of and have everybody roll on it and see who wins.
Just, you can come up with something.
Yeah.
Everyone has their little house rules and whatever
That's
else.
the way to go. Just find something that's fun. But, if you do want to do like a pickup game or something and you've got no idea, then just go with what you like.
Yep. But 5,000 points is pretty decent. So, it shouldn't take too long.
I could get half a dozen minefields for that.
Special tech and all that sort of thing, yeah.
Oh dear.
Okay. Well, that's
all good.
That's all the questions we sort of wanted to address for the moment. But
there's a lot of others
there.
but
we've answered some of them in like replies.
Yeah, Alpha Strike's pretty good about replying as quick as they can. So hopefully you're all satisfied. If you're not, chuck a comment below this one and we'll
just continue.
We'll get on to
something we haven't addressed.
Continue the vicious
keep
cycle.
going with it. So. But let's have a look at 2020 now, mate.
No, we have to.
Well, I mean, there's ups and downs and things like that, but from a gaming perspective, especially for BattleTech, 2020 has actually been quite good.
Awesome. Yeah.
We got the deliveries out for everything for all the Kickstarter.
I've got mine sitting over there. I've been deliberately not looking at it because we wanted to go through it on the camera. So you had no idea.
But we'll get it sorted.
We'll get to it. Yep.
But I don't know. I mean, just the look of and how the game is, the new direction that it's sort of going.
Yeah, even just the way the minis are coming out.
Yep, it's really, really good. It's really, really coming into its element now, which is great.
Doing really, really well. I'm looking forward to playing some with the clan box set. See how we go. But I mean, we've done a few things. Like I said, we've done the Locust race. That was fun.
Yeah,
that was fun. And the Halloween one was interesting. I think we could tweak that and make it a bit more enjoyable, or at least,
of course,
for the axe wielding maniac.
Yeah, poor Jason.
He didn't even get to hack anybody. One hit and that was it, really.
Yeah, but then it felt good.
Oh, it felt great. But we could get a night sky in there and start messing people up.
But they had the Kickstarter pledging closed for the Wave 2 stuff, which is going to be delivered in 2021. A lot of people said that, I'm going to have my money.
I was looking at it and going, I should add something. No.
No.
And then they closed it. I'm like, thank you.
But it's good. It's because they had a lot of extra people sort of pledge after the Kickstarter had finished.
Yeah.
Which logistics wise, they sort of had to go, oh
Yeah.
crap, but they fixed it, so it's all good.
Yeah.
But it has given them the opportunity to do some other things, and opportunities to bring some other things back, like the novels, for example.
Yeah.
Because they were hard to get for a while there, and now they're sort of looking at it, and it's a thing. Like people really, really want them, and
Yeah.
they have wanted them.
I back for all of them.
Yeah,
I'm a silly man.
but these are good, and they are writing new material. There's a lot of it coming through, and it's progressing the storyline. And
Yeah.
it's wonderful. It's really, really good.
And it's like a lot of Kickstarters, they severely underestimated how much people wanted it. They got a butt ton of people going for canon characters and things like that, and it's like it just swamps you. When you get a good one going, the Kickstarter and the guys just go, what the hell? Why are all you people buying our stuff? But it's good. These are really, really good. Really good. I'm annoyed that I missed out on the Kickstarter. Did they kickstart those?
I think you could have purchased
You can get them through the Kickstarter for the clan one.
Yeah, but they're available now anyway, so
But
just release them.
yeah, if you are in the Kickstarter, then it's definitely worth adding them in. If you didn't already, because it's closed now. But if you didn't already, you can
That's all right.
find somewhere to get them
Alpha
from.
Strike has them, so we're all
Yeah,
good.
somebody will sort
Somebody
it out.
will.
Yeah. Alpha Strike will do it.
So I'm so glad all that time ago that I actually got into the game. We've done some videos of sort of what we've done, how we sort of got into things, but I'll just mention it again because I think someone was asking.
Yeah.
It's one of the other questions, but we weren't going to sort of address it, but we may as well. So
Well, I mean, mine was basically the same as you said. Was like you get into it when that original box set first came out.
it was second
Find it,
edition
do
when they had that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So saw that on the shelf. I was a little kid. So, yeah, that looks cool. It's robots. How can you go wrong?
Yeah. I think I was a slightly bigger kid when I first saw it. But when Valhalla used to be open downstairs in Perth, they had a lot of second-hand stuff. And yeah, I walked in there and found that. Well, I think I was like 18 or something. 16. It was a while ago. I forget stuff. I can't remember what I had for breakfast.
He does all right.
Yeah, but I do all right. But yeah, I got into that and started playing that, and that was the bomb. Big robots doing stuff to each other. It was fun. And then I found out about all the other cool stuff that you can do, and it's like, this is so awesome.
But it's progressed a lot, and it's good. So I'm excited to see what sort of, just the future in general. But 2021 is like right around the corner,
I just
and they've
want
already
to
got stuff
open
planned
my
out.
clan
So
set.
we can have a look.
Yeah, and New Year's coming, so
Yeah.
I might have to go home and get poodled.
Oh, hello.
Ooh, hello.
That's some Jade Falcon Fusion Airs.
Yeah,
Look that
I
up.
saw the, was it Jade Hawk comment?
Oh, yeah.
Nice one.
70 times or something. It's a monster.
Yeah, it's huge.
Claws.
I did see that, but that wasn't the one that I first got hooked on the claws with. It was the Mantis that first hooked me on the claws. But yes, definitely, Jade Hawk is awesome. Yeah.
I think that's it. I think that's it for this
I think
video.
we're good. We'll probably wrap up the year and the video about there.
What was the best moment of the gaming this year?
When Pille made us roll dice.
Bonus points.
I'm a good boy. And the fact that you got to put a puppy up on the screen. Bing!
No?
No, she's got a
She
no
might
face
do it.
on. She might
do it.
She'll probably have like a big wolf thing eating my face.
I don't know. We've, as far as like the channel growing and things like that, we've had the opportunity to do to cover a lot of videos and a lot of stuff. There's still so much more to do. But
And I
we've
keep
been able
looking
to
at
do
the
it.
thing, and there's 400 people out there that think this is fun to watch. What's wrong with you all? I mean, seriously. But thank you.
Yeah.
Anya's.
Keep going with the craziness and see
Yeah.
where it takes us. So it's all
Yeah.
good.
Grats to Alpha Strike for having 400 subscribers.
Yay!
Yay! And we haven't asked you properly once yet, have we? Wait. Like the video and subscribe.
Yeah. People know. It's nice.
That's what you do in YouTube, isn't it? Aren't we supposed to do it with a big smile? Sorry, big smile.
Pille decided to sit here and watch us film. She's regretting that.
Yeah. You know you like BattleTech, so you subscribe. That's all you need to
That's
worry
right.
about.
That's it. That's
And we
all
do
we
other
need.
stuff,
We
so
do.
maybe we'll get you into something else as well as BattleTech.
We might have to do. We'll probably do some other separate like videos like this, you know, in conversation for some other things. But
Yeah.
we'll just keep it to BattleTech for this one.
See how we go. It's all good.
So that's it. So
Alright.
end of the year, end of the videos and stuff for now. But thank you for watching. Thanks for joining us.
Take it
Thanks
easy
for
over the New
sharing and
Year's,
stuff.
guys.
Yeah, it's been good. All right. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
So how are you feeling about this battle? Let me ask you questions before I go away.
The first game we played, I didn't score a single hit. Do you realise that?
No,
He
I
didn't
know.
take any damage. Yeah, okay.
I know.
I'm just,
It was crazy unlucky, like
Crazy
ridiculously unlucky.
And the second one?
I
Well,
did a little bit more damage.
He did damage to me in that one. I didn't have much luck with the locust. He ended up just eating dirt for most of the game. Didn't he?
We had a couple of fish out of water there.
It was so annoying too. He just sat there at the end. I just activated him and he couldn't move or do anything. I
I
just
had to go over and kill him
You
to
had
stop
to
having
do it through
activations.
initiative. so annoying.
Battles, so most battles are a series of engagements. In one such engagement, a lance of
Oops, pause. Oh my
Pause.
god, lights got out.
Pille.
Ah!
I can't see anymore.
It's not in the script. What do I do? What do I do?
It's all gone dark. Help us. Well, I can push a button. Jesus.
Can you?
It's not in the script. You can't press a button. You have to wait till it all shuts down.
The weight of the thingamabob was pulling the doohickey out of the what's it. Did you see that?
I did.
Yeah.
Not. Sorry.
Can I do a clap so I will find this spot again?
Okay, that's all right. Well, no, that's all right.
Oh.
Oh, you can do one too. Oh, you can more likely wait for 2 minutes until I get some water.
Yeah, I'll just wait. It's fine.
I'm getting tired. Holding it up here.
Keep it up, keep it up. That's your exercise. Follow
I've
me.
got no upper body strength. I'm a nerd. Help me. What are you doing?
I'm just gonna keep like that for a while and see how long you can.
I've gone blind again. Take 453. It's been a long day.
We've still got a battle to fight.
Yeah.
Well, this is now the part you like though, Tarron, right? This is what you've been waiting for?
He likes.
Yes.
To whoop his ass?
Yeah. What?
Yeah, that's gonna happen. Yeah. Have you been watching our games?
No, I just cut them.
Alright, do you want to slap still?
No, I want to slap and slap. Well, good luck.
Alright.
Should we
Here we
start
go.
from the top again?
We'll start from the top. Okay.
Everybody back to 1.
So we're doing these meching. We're going to take you through this. We're going to start with the locust. No, not that far back. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Serious.
Hello, welcome. Avoid falling damage to Mech Warrior on a 6. He fails.
Consciousness check on a 3.
3. Oh, God.
Had you running? Alright.
Well, that slowed me down for a little bit. That's not cool.
That's awesome. Heat.
Nothing for me.
5, 9, 10 for walking, and I've got 10 sinks, so I didn't do anything. It just stays right where it is.
Right. Well, that was interesting. So, end of turn 10. I was doing quite well.
You
And then
were.
all of
I
a
was
sudden-
pretty sure you were going to pull this off and make me look a fool, but I'm hopefully going to do this now.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah. So got kicked, fell over. Pilot took a hit, but he's all right.
Yep.
He's awake. But I am slower. I've got leg damage and things like that, which is going to be a problem if I want to try and stand up
Yep. And you're going to need to stand up to win.
to get out of there. So yeah, I'm
Trying
sort
to
of
stand up
forced
is
to
going to
do
be more
things.
difficult. What's your target number now? It's like a 6 for
6
standing.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So that could be fun. But I want to point out, no matter what happens here, that this guy survived like twice as long as my Battle Master did for some reason. All right, let's see how we go.
Yeah, I don't know. 7.
Of course, I lost that one.
Hey, about time. Right.
God damn it.
Yes. Yes.
All hail.
All hail. All hail. Who's this again?
Oh, it's one of the hounds of Hounds of... It's not...
Hound of Hell.
It's not Yog Shothoth.
Yog Shothoth.
I keep getting Yog Shothoth in my head. There's in the Reaper Pledge thing, the new Reaper Minis one, there's a Yog Shothoth mini. It's like this big.
Oh, yeah.
And he's really good. I'm thinking of getting him. Anywho.
Alright, so.
Rock and roll.
There goes Trace.
You know,
You got
Tarron's Random Crap, Part Unos.
Rude.
That was rude.
What's that? Wormwood.
Wormwood,
Okay.
quality gaming supply. So I have a Kickstarter addiction. I'm managing it very well. All right? You can't say any different. But this is one of the ones that I really, really looked at and I went, I don't need that. I really don't. But I want it. By the time they're pretty damn awesome.
They are cool.
They're pretty damn awesome.
And
So,
I've got some in my collection, but I just don't seem to feel them as much. So yeah, it's a case in point. So it's a Bargus, which we'll just use as an example here.
Yeah.
But we will do a full review on next.
It's mainly so you've got something to focus on rather than us.
So they do actually make the miniatures. That one's from Ironwind Metals.
And they're very cool.
They are
very
good
good looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is a game made by an Australian company.
Yep.
Which is why we also like it.
Yep.
Because it's nice to showcase some stuff that's made in Oz, because there's a lot of cool stuff out there. A lot of people don't really realise it.
Yeah. There's a lot of cool games that are Aussie based, and they're not really getting as much like high end traffic sort of thing.
Yeah.
This one sounds like it's doing quite well though.
Yeah. What's so good about it though is everything really.
Everything
I've sort of read and.
They've made a tabletop MOBA, so things like Dota and League of Legends and all that sort of stuff, and they've put it on as a tabletop miniatures game.
Yeah.
And it's really, really cool. It looks really good.
I wanted to do that on the first lap.
On the left side, what's a 9?
9 on the left side is right torso.
Right torso, it's divided by...
So it's 2 points.
Yeah, it's divided by 10 for full damage, isn't it?
So you're undamaged there, I think.
On the right torso.
Yeah.
So 1, 2 points. I fell, so I have to make a piloting check to see if I hurt myself. On a 3, I'm okay.
You're okay. And that's it.
It was a sneaky trick,
That's it.
sir.
It was. You got to take these chances, but you got, I don't know, whatever we decide to win, monies or whatever it is.
I got like 7 million
Props.
C-bills. 7 million of your C-bills.
Oh.
I could buy a new Locust for that.
You probably could. Easy.
Or
multiples of those.
I could repair this one and do it up to like a 1M or something, and then I can come back and hurt you.
You could upgrade to, what's the next one? Is Commandos.
Yeah.
7 mil, you could probably get a...
I could get a Raven and a satellite.
Some artillery.
They'll run around and just tag you.
We all know you want to get your catapult eventually.
I do, yeah, eventually. Yeah. We'll have to do something else.
That's it.
That's it, though.
That's it. That was fun.
That was just a silly little scenario that we kind of came up with when somebody suggested Locust on Locust Battles.
That's right. You could modify that to have like heavier, slightly slower mechs.
Yes.
Because when they do get to shoot their weapons, it sort of makes things a bit more interesting. But or in a commando with all the SRMs, that could be interesting.
You can up the number of laps you do. You can change the layout of the board. You could put some extra turrets in. I'm thinking mines, but then I always think mines. That's just my thing. So this is kind of like a built arena type thing. So you could have off-board stuff that you're allowed to call in. You could have all sorts of things that you do. You can award victory points for hits. You can award victory points for tripping people. You could do all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's another one where instead of just walking over these counters to activate your weapons, you could say that you have to move over one of these before you can proceed or something. So it could be a random one. So you could have just gone past it and then that one activates. You've got to turn around, which is going to slow you down.
Yeah.
All random.
If you've got a way, if you're using the box set maps, I think they still number the hexes, don't
They do, yeah.
So you can technically have it so it comes up with a random thing. So you could write half a dozen numbers down, assign a D6 number to each one, and just roll and see what happens. But you can come up with a better circuit, have a wider board, all sorts of things.
Teams would be good.
Yeah, like a baton style relay thing where you have to, one of you has to touch the other one or move to the same hex, and then the other one has to do a line.
So they take over. Yeah, so they have different speeds of mechs maybe. They're all fast ones, but they probably won't have a lot of armour. Imagine Chelsea. Chelsea's gonna die.
First to die.
Everything is
Everything's going.
going.
If everything's going, then we're going to.
Are we? Shit.
Where are you going?
Okay.
Tarron's going to his trailer again.
Yeah, I'm going to my bloody trailer. I'm not staying around here.
You must have some good stuff in there. Always in there.
It's all hookers and blow.
Why do we make videos, man? Let's get in trailer.
That's why I'm always in the trailer.
Hello, welcome to another Alpha Strike We Play video. Hello, Tarron.
Hey Adam, how we doing, mate?
I'm doing well.
Good stuff.
What are we talking about today?
We are talking roads.
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 Roads to nowhere.
Pavement, highways, freeways, back streets,
Talking about bridges?
front street.
No. Yeah. Okay, so basically, yeah. So he's barreling towards the catapult. So he needs to do a check to see if he can actually hit him. Maybe get some benefit from it, if you can. So that's essentially a charge. But it has, so all the modifiers for a charge, so that starts with your piloting, so in this case 5, plus the movement that he chose, which was to run.
And this one counts as an unintentional charge, so there's an extra +3 for that.
Yeah, so you've got +2 for run, +3, so he's on what, 10?
Yeah, so he needs a 10.
And well, luckily the catapult hasn't moved yet, so there's no modifier on that, so that's handy. So he needs a 10.
Let's see.
Oh, so close! 9! Alright, so he missed that. So under the rules, he either moves to here
Or to the one in
or here. He may choose.
So if he wants to leave, probably, has he got jumping movement?
He does not.
No, so there's probably his best bet, really. Otherwise, he's going to have to wade through water to get out, and that's just going to slow him down.
He's in trouble regardless.
He's
so
still
we'll just put him
skidding.
there anyway.
Yeah, and that's another hex worth of skidding. So he's skidded two hexes so far.
Yeah.
Okay. So he didn't charge into, didn't crash into the catapult and do any damage there, but he has still continued to skid. Now, how far was he skidding? 2 hexes, and he's already got his 2 hexes.
So even though he's displaced here, which is technically 3,
yeah,
I'm pretty sure they only counted as
They only counted as
physical 2, yeah, because that's a free movement, that displacement.
So you get, for every hex that a mech skids, it suffers damage equal to 1/2 its normal falling damage rounded up. So he's got 2 per hex, which means he's got another 4 points of damage coming on his left side.
Yep.
So you do that when the skid ends, and the skid just ended.
Yep. So we'll do that now.
Let's see.
9. You rolled that before.
On
Right
his
torso.
Yeah, that's right torso. So
That's
4 points.
Wow. So all of his front torso on the right side is the
Gone.
armor's gone.
And almost all that left arm is gone as well.
Wow, that's nasty.
So again, he's stuck in between 2 mechs that are hostile and haven't actually had their turn yet.
Yeah.
And now, conveniently, they're right next to him, so they don't even have to walk up to him to kick his head in. They can just do it from there.
Yep, from the convenience of their own home. It's Uber Commando.
The catapult's just lifted a leg and gone,
Is it
what
up?
the
Yep.
hell?
Yeah, so there we go.
Oh, good.
So
So-
it's not working out for him at all.
No, but this is all these books, Total War books, okay? Then none of that is in this. If you're worried about your BattleTech games getting a bit complex, stick with this.
Yep.
But if you want to get really cool stuff happening, like a commando skidding out and taking the legs out of a catapult, then move on once you get the hang of the rules, because it is really cool.
Yeah.
They're funky, man.
They are. Like you play them just for the fun.
You just go, yeah, I'm going to give these ones a crack because they're cool.
Yeah, I mean it's like 7 points or whatever. But they are bringing out extra units for all the factions. So it would give you the option to swap them out.
To switch around a little, or play a larger game. Like if you played one that's, what's in here, 100 points?
100, it's generally 100. So what have we got?
So if you played like 150 points,
58.
I'd just fill the rest of the points out with grubs.
72. Watching!
Bye guys.
I have a question.
Only on a Sunday and only if you can find the butter.
This guy's in water, right? He's submerged, we'll say.
Yes.
Your catapult's over here.
Yes.
Indirect fire. He goes, yeah, splush, I now see you. Can he?
He can call down indirect fire, yeah.
Indirect fire.
But it won't hit. Because he's in water.
Because the attack is from outside of water. The source of the attack.
Yeah. But also because technically that water gives him cover from the LRM fire.
Because it blocks. But he's the one spotting it.
But it doesn't matter because when you do the indirect fire, the water still takes leg hits away. Remember? So if he's lying down in water, then you're not going to hit him. The missiles will impact the water.
Of the attack. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
so yes, technically he can spot for them, and if you can find some way to like get a penetrating shot, like if he went down there and called in an orbital bombardment or something, then yeah, sure, dandy. But you can't. You can spot, but it won't work because the LRMs will impact the water.
There you go. So you need artillery and you need a nuke.
You need a satellite or you need a submarine.
Yeah. So the source of the attack has to be underwater. Okay,
yeah,
that's fine.
I mean, I don't think there's any ammo that will go from air to water. I don't think. I mean, LRM wise, I'm pretty sure I've gone through all the ammo types, and I don't think there's one that'll go to water.
The Undyne Battle Armor LRM 5 one shot that they've got on there works above and below water.
Yeah, but you have to be below to shoot the below, and you have to be above to shoot above. You can't go from one to the other.
Because cluster munitions from the artillery attacks everything in the hex. It attacks the hex.
There is that, yep. That means you're putting the spotter at risk, because don't the swarm ones go for anything that's close?
Yeah. So
you have to be a couple of hexes away.
So you have to be adjacent in water, don't you? No, you don't.
No.
For line of sight. It's
not
only
for line of sight, no.
Right, okay.
So underwater line of sight, I think, is limited, but I think it's still a thing.
Yeah.
So
if you're adjacent, but water still blocks it. That's right.
I think so.
Yeah.
To my knowledge, that's what would happen.
Yeah, I'm sure it did say on there.
There's the LRMs still impact the water if you're standing in water, so you still ignore the leg hits. So I don't see any reason why you would ignore leg hits and not ignore the rest if it's completely underwater. With a professional person like you. I'll go wait for the trailer. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Let's do this.
I'm always ready.
Okay. Thanks for watching.
Bye, guys.
No examples for that, really.
I was going to say we didn't roll any goddamn dice, dude.
It's a bit difficult.
She's going to have a spaz.
Nah, that's all right.
She'll have a
It's all right
spaz.
for that one. We'll do the next one when we talk about claws and stuff.
Yep.
I heard that.
Of course you did.
No, you didn't. You didn't hear nothing. You shush. One with a whip and a hatchet, or a whip and an autocannon in the other arm.
Something, yeah.
Just replace this arm with an Act 20 and this arm with a whip and see how you go.
Oh, yum. That's cool. So there we go. So that's the chain whip. An interesting weapon.
Yep.
I kind of like it.
We'll go through some more. But yeah, I like that one. That's very cool.
So he has a piloting of 5 as standard.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
Plus 1 for claws makes it a 6, and he's got 2 of them, so let's roll 2s at the dice.
2, yep. 1 hit, 1 miss.
Ooh, buddy.
Ew. Alright, so he is 55 tons.
55 tons, so a normal punch would do 6.
Maths.
Yeah.
1 point for every 7, was it?
Yeah, 1 per 7. So 60.
It's probably about 8.
Yeah, I think it's 9. So 8. Yeah.
8.
64. So that would be 57. God damn. I can't remember my 7 times table. I'm sorry. Mum, you wasted all that money.
Info for a second.
Cut this.
No, that's...
Yeah, it's 8.
It's 8, yeah.
Yeah, it's 8. I know it's 8, and I still had to work it out anyway.
Second guessing.
Good God. Okie doke. No more small number maths on screen, please. We don't like making idiots of ourselves.
We get it in editing.
Well, she won't. She'll leave it. Who are you kidding? Ah, damn. Alrighty,
Here we
mighty,
go.
flighty party. We're doing the flail, right?
Doing the flail, you have
Okay.
one little look. So it replaces the hand. Alright.
The mace.
The mace.
It's mech mace. Oh, I was reading in the I was just flicking through this, and you can get paint obscurant for fluid guns. You can get like a paint ammo or obscurant ammo,
Yeah.
and you fire it, and if you get a certain roll or something like that, if you do really well, you can bugger up the sensors.
Oh!
And I'm like, that's so cool.
That is very cool. That's what you bought.
That's so cool.